Closer. Tell me what you see.
His voice carries the weight of untold centuries, and his ridges are scarred with uncounted battles. This is no dragonborn. This is a red dragon, the very same who carried Voss near the Gith crash.
It is so. Call me Kudenos, Master of Flames, Splitter of Skies. I will be the one to carry Voss into battle against Vlaakith, and I will be the one to breathe the flames that melt her. More than I could count. We were pacted by the archdevil Tiamat and forced to serve the Githyanki. It is to the people that I'm loyal, not to the lich Vlaakith, a corpse in Gith clothing. I know Orpheus, just as I knew his mother. A new future will be planted in the wake of the comet. Until we meet again, mortal. I look forward to fighting alongside you. Vlaakith will tremble at the sound of our roar.
Have you brought the Orphic hammer? Not a new companion, but an old one, and a loyal one. A proper introduction is in order, but I will let him do the honors. The remaining honor guard serve as my eyes and ears. Vlaakith's forces hunt you and the prism. My allies have slayed more than you know, so that you might travel freely. As for those that break through, you've proven more than capable of bleeding them yourself. The Prince of the Comet is not dead. The Prince of the Comet will come again. The Prince of the Comet will liberate us from the Lich Queen's tyranny. The prophecy is one step closer to fruition.
Gith's son will soon ride against Vlaakith, Voss, and I will follow him into battle.
And you will wield the greatest gift Mother Gith ever granted her dauntless children.
A silver sword. I will carry it for the honor of Gith, the great liberator, and her unforgotten son.
Istik, now that you have the hammer, you must find a way to enter the astral prism. Once inside, smash Orpheus's bonds. His cry will shake the plains, and I will fly to your aid. The Prince of the Comet will sear the heavens again. First we'll defeat the Absolute, then we let the Lich Queen tremble.
Think again. I will not permit your entry. No, there is not. When I am done with the Gith Princeling, you may do with him as you like, but not a moment before.
Questions, Istik? You seem to be lost in thought. Yes, but you will meet this challenge, as you've met so many others. The Prince of the Comet aches for Githyanki liberation more than he abhors Geich. He might seethe when you free him. He might gnash his teeth and slander your name. But he will see reason. I promise you. Istik, friend to Orpheus. Together we will end the Elder Brain which shakes this city. Then I turn my sights to Vlaakith, the Queen of Deceit. When you bring Prince Orpheus free, his psionic cry will alert us. I will fly to your side. Together, we will fell the Elder Brain and thwart the grand design.
Since I was old enough to hold a blade, I've dreamt of wielding a silver sword. The swords cleave both meat and mind, body and brain. To swing one, mesmerizing. To be slain by one, agonizing. Everyone I bleed with the sword will be my tribute to Prince Orpheus.
You recall another fact about silver swords. The Githyanki forbid their use by all other peoples.
Only Gith's children may wield swords of silver, unless a Githyanki grants the right in exceptional circumstance. The Illithid grand design nears. The true heir is shackled. These are exceptional circumstances. I grant my allies the right to my silver. Certainly not, or the Prince's honor guard would have already fractured his prison. Only the Orphic hammer can break Orpheus free. A Kithrak's silver sword is more than a weapon. It is an extension of your will, an entire limb unto itself. You merely need to think strike, and it strikes. The sword carves the correct path and carries your arm with it. The ancient slates tell us that each sword holds a fragment of the living gate, a flesh portal made from the stuffs of nightmare.
The terrible living gate, thinner than a lamb's hair and hidden deep beneath the Feywild.
The silver injures the body. The gate's flesh injures the mind. A formidable weapon against Geich. Voss stands at the ready. All that remains is to return to the astral prism and break Orpheus free. How we get in remains to be seen.
The Elder Brain triggered their transformation. But was it deliberate or accidental? The brain is breaking free.
That was so
We
clever.
must discover
How do you
where
end
it's
up
hidden
dead?
before that happens.
Don't be the mouth asking that.
Pristine darkness in every direction. Silence, but for the gentle, rhythmic slap of water on rock as your vessel cuts through. An overwhelming force pushes into your mind. The brain. It is here.
Can you smell it? The
regards you lifelessly.
Working job with sister. Interrupted. Lost everything. Saw brain in water. Water discolored. Salt. Chaos. Panic. Separated. Hid. Heard screams. Other side of cave. Must find her. Take their Eddie lucky charm with us. Every job. Rain. Absolute. Drain. Thoughts. Knows everything.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Chase! Devour.
I can tell when we're getting close to a mind flayer area because everything starts to smell purple.
That's either profoundly poetic or childishly simple. I'm going with
A
poetic.
compliment from Shadowheart. I'll put it on the shelf with the rest of my achievements.
These creatures were not themselves. Corruption is in the air. It infects everything it touches.
Thrall. Break. Control.
Well deserved.
No one does. Yet another reason to kill the brain. Mind. It's being drained. Must be close. Must be close.
Execute. Execute.
Deathly silence. The air is stale and putrid.
It's close. Have the stones ready.
Your blood slows. Your senses strung so tight they could snap in an instant.
You think you know why you are here? You think you can atone for giving me my power, child of Baal? By destroying me with the nether stones? You are wrong.
messing with your mind. Don't listen to it. Use the stones.
You have simply unbound me. Exactly as I intended. The crown is now mine to command. Mine alone.
Don't listen to it. Focus on the crown.
It is what made me what I am. You brought the crown to me, Baldur, thinking the army I amassed with it would become yours. Your plan was devious, your cruelty unparalleled. I would have followed it were your mind not destroyed by your sister. But with you gone, the three pitiful chosen fought like children in your wake. I gave them power to harm one another with, while I profited my design. I used the chosen, while they thought they used me. But the orders are now mine to give.
I won't allow it. Again, dominate it!
Who do you think told the Chosen about the astral prism? Who do you think planted the knowledge of Orpheus's power and the fear of what it could do? When the Chosen sent my thralls to retrieve the prism, who do you think let the Emperor slip its leash, knowing it would be the one to bring you to me?
We were part of its plan.
I only needed one Netherstone loosened from the Chosen's grasp to guarantee my freedom. You brought all three back to me. In doing so, you have liberated me. This was your role, and it is complete. Now you will witness the grand design.
We need to put a stop to this now!
you out just in time. The situation is worse than I thought. This is an elder brain, no longer. The magic of the crown has caused it to evolve. It has become something more. A nether brain. Me too. We nearly lost everything. It has been anticipating our every move from the start. I underestimated it. We will need to rethink our plan.
Seems the brain's more reluctant to let go of the crown than we anticipated. Separating the crown from that monstrosity will be harder than we imagined. It might be time to reconsider our strategy.
We were so close. We almost had it. But those odds were impossible. Fuck yes, soldier. I'm burning hard and fast and ready to fight a big old brain.
There I was thinking we were finally about to put an end to all of this. Too good to be true, I suppose. Hardly. We're going to win this. Understand? But no sense missing the opportunity. I'll look forward to the next last kiss. And the one after that. Honestly, I think self-reflection may be the enemy just now. I can't afford to lose my nerve. Safer to just not think and keep forging ahead. I do. Think of all we've been through just to get to this moment. That wasn't luck. That was us. Let's just stay shoulder to shoulder and see this through.
I have assessed our encounter with the Netherbrain from every angle. I know why we failed. The problem was not the stones. The problem was you. You can make only one move at a time. But the Netherbrain calculates every possible move at once. It knows what you will do. It knows everything you could possibly do. You cannot outmaneuver it. To defeat it, you would have to think like an Elithid. Better yet, be one. Your mind is not capable of this. Mine is. You will give the stones to me. I will assimilate Orpheus, and then I will be able to leave this prison to face the brain.
This fella and his ultimatums. But he's forgetting one thing. We could become Illithid. I mean, I could. You could trust me to do what needs to be done.
I will consume his thoughts, his knowledge, his brain. In theory, yes. You have embraced transformation so far, but this would be a complete evolution. And you will be an Illithid for the rest of your days. Is this really something you would be willing to accept?
This isn't a decision to make in haste. Let's discuss it together beforehand.
Quite the choice you're faced with. Surrender the Netherstones to a mind flayer, or surrender your soul and become one. If you need advice, I'll do my best. Though I have to say I've not much to draw on in this case. It's rather a unique predicament to have landed yourself with. As it stands, I see no option free of sacrifice in one form or another. So the question becomes, what are you willing to give up? Relinquish the stones, and you place your fate in the hands of a creature whose trustworthiness is hardly guaranteed. Keep the stones, and you relinquish the very essence of your being, your soul, your emotions, your purpose, you would lose everything and might live with such a loss for eternity. All I can say is whatever choice you make, if it leads us to taking the crown, it will be worth it. And I will ensure you are well taken care of. The orb? Why ever would we need to talk about that? I assure you, it remains stable as ever in spite of our encounter with the Netherbrain. The Carside Weave is primed for godhood, as soon as we have the crown within our grasp. You'll soon have far greater things to be glad of. I promise you that.
Suppose we can't claim to be shocked. The Emperor's wanted us to embrace our powers the whole time. This is the logical final step. I can't face the thought of it myself, though. I've only just been able to start living on my own terms. I can't surrender that. You're the only one who can make this decision. And whatever you choose, I'll be by your side.
The Emperor might be right, but we're not out of options yet. Let me transform. I'm not long for this world. I can feel it. You can trust me to use the stones as we planned, to defeat the brain and nothing more. It's the perfect solution. Say you agree. Please. I've never been more sure of anything. This heart inside me is about to blow. Doesn't matter which body it takes out with it, right?
Thank you, darling.
If this is the end for me, let me be the motherfucker who saved the world. You're very fucking welcome, soldier.
If anyone was gonna look even better with tentacles, it was gonna be me. Let's do this.
You can count on me, soldier. I can do this.
I trust you have aired opinions and grievances and made your decision. Are you ready to become a mind flayer? Very well. I have the means to evolve you. I took this one from the Nautiloid. I have been nurturing it ever since, priming it for your use. Open your mind to it. Its latent potential will do the rest.
Latent potential. All right, let's do this. I'm ready. Turn me, damn it!
She is transformed. Her body is no longer hers, but her eyes, her heart. She is still Karlach for now, only. There's a hunger in her eyes that wasn't there before.
You feel it, don't you? The hunger. Embrace it. Feed. I'm sure you will learn how to do it more gracefully with time. But you have done what is necessary. The greater challenge now lies ahead of us, the Netherbrain. Come, we must follow the brain's path. This time, we will not fail.
I think I'm gonna be sick.
time to leave.
There goes my appetite for a while. I think we're done here. I'll certainly be glad to see the back of it anyway.
We've a city to save. I think it's about time we got started.
Corpse has nothing to say. Its mind has been consumed. Whatever thoughts it once had are forever lost.
This is wild. I'm myself, but more. It's like I'm beyond myself. I can sense things I never knew were there. And my engine, it's silent. No heat. No gears. Still there, but no longer threatening to explode. Soldier? Yes. Yes. My God. Is it possible? Shit. I'm gonna be alright. I get to be alive. I get to stay. As a hideous monster, sure. But one that can feel, think, live. But I'm still myself, and I know what our mission is. I'm glad I get to do the honors.
I'm glad for you, Karlach. It's hardly the life anyone dreams of, but, well, it's a life.
It is. It is incredible. And I intend to celebrate after we've defeated the brain.
Let's finish this thing, soldier. It's time. And I'm ready if you are.
We proceed together.
Ready when you are.